All right. What's happening, crypto junkies? Let's get it going, huh? Wednesday. Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash. Let's talk about the dumps. I'm just watching myself in replay. I felt stupid when I just said that. Did I actually look stupid? Yep. All right, I did. What's up, guys? All right. We're going to talk about all this. This is an amazing learning opportunity for a lot of people who want to get into trading, who are brand new into trading, who have no idea what the fuck is going on. Oops, I shouldn't be saying that word. Amazing opportunity for you guys to take a step back and see what's going on. So we're going to talk about all this. We're going to analyze this market and what you just saw and what might continue to fluctuate and see throughout the day. So let's just say what's up to everybody. Crazy Crypto, The Seeker, Michael, Ludo, Nathaniel, Justin, Arazu, Crypto Chris, Never Ends Production, Strict 9, Billy, Christian, Stefan, what's up? Gasper, Maverick, Crypto Gnome, TJ, Robert. What's up, guys? All right. So, yeah, the boiler room is popping off right now, too. And everyone was kind of freaking out in there, so I closed it out because it was kind of starting to get on my nerves. All right. A lot to talk about. We're going to talk about BTC, what just happened, BCH, what just happened, or BCC, depending on where you trade it. Bitcoin Cash has two tickers depending on what exchange you're on, BCH or BCC. It's massively confusing because BitConnect is also BCC on some tickers, right? Like a few of them just changed over recently. So make sure that people know what you're talking about and you know which coin you're referencing as well. All right. It is no surprise to me that coincidentally today, a day where Bitcoin is already weak, that Coinbase, or excuse me, GDAX and Coinbase just all of a sudden support Bcash or Bitcoin Cash. That is no surprise to me. That is no coincidence to me that that occurs. You have to understand what's going on. This is where like other indicators that aren't on the chart have to be brought into the picture. Like you do have to stay up on the news to a degree if you want to be in this game. And this might sound like a little harsh, but otherwise don't play in the game, guys. Get out. Stop. Like if you can't handle this shit, then just walk away. Wait for a BTC to pump, get a little cash out, walk the fuck away. Because like this is not going to change. And I've mentioned this time and time again, but we are not even at the depth of master manipulation yet in these markets. It's not even started yet. So all this is this is just Roger Ver's attempt to get everybody to recognize Bitcoin Cash as Bitcoin. He will never give this up. This guy is, I mean, I commend him on his delusionalness. Delusionalness? That's not a word. I just made that up. I commend him on his delusion of fighting for what he believes in. And that's all I'll say about that, right? Because I don't want to get into the drama of it. But I will say that it is a fucking huge coincidence that the day Bitcoin is already wobbly, that we see Coinbase and GDAX launch. So it launched, and you'll see in succession as BCH ticker was added to Coinbase. Everybody got the free money in their account. Yay, free money. Oh my gosh, what's this BCH stuff? Oh my gosh, it's going up. FOMO, buy, blah. Coinbase crashed, which I believe Coinbase is like up and down right now. Okay, so what that looks like in a chart is that looks pretty crazy in a chart, actually. Let's look at a few of them. Look at this 1 hour candle, like over $1,000 candle on this. But I want to actually talk about entry points, and this is going to be a little bit delayed, actually. Bitstamp is usually decent at its load times, but what did I want to look at? There was, what's the 30 and 15? I haven't had coffee yet, too, so you got a relatively calm and mellow J right now. It's on the way. Rainy season here. Almost had to call off today because of rainy season. Okay, so yeah, so we basically had BCH get listed on 2 exchanges. Well, Coinbase is an exchange, GDAX is, and then there was there's a fairly big sell-off point. If we look at the 1 hour, look at this. Look at this red candle right here and this wick. The wick, they wanted to touch all the way down into 15,000 territory, but it didn't happen, okay? So actually, let me start here. I'm a little all over the place today. I apologize. Let me start here. So remember this chart, which I shot another additional video I'll be uploading on the channel today. And this is where I left it. I wanted to leave it here on purpose. So here's what actually ended up happening. The fifth wave did not go to here, as we obviously just saw. So where I made the mistake and where the wave actually ended was the fifth wave was short, and it ended there. What immediately happens, or, well, right there. What immediately happens is an ABC corrective pattern that occurs, okay? So the correction period then occurs in a five-wave sequence. There aren't the same rules in the correction that there are on the wave, on the five-wave pattern, meaning that the sell-off and the correction that we could actually have could be quite large. And it was relatively controlled, okay? And it was relatively staying in this zone. And you see, this was my original zone, which was based off of a fib retracement that it would stick between, which was, I believe, the 0.2 and 0.3 fib retracement lines. The only reason why it blew through that is because while it was weak, we introduced into this other market variable, this other indication variable, which isn't a everyday thing, but a new exchange listed Bitcoin Cash. And of course, like, you got to recognize that Roger and what's his name? Who's the other guy? Always salty. I don't remember. But oh, Craig Wright, Dr. Craig Wright. Those guys are always sitting waiting for a day that Bitcoin is weak so that they can pump Bitcoin Cash and pump and pump and pump and pump. And they're actively working every day to destroy Bitcoin. That's not scary. That is going to lead to volatility, though. And that is something that you can attempt to stay up on as best as you can, but you're not always going to catch these. So what we just saw then is what was already a correction turned into a fairly large panic sell. And what I'm talking about is this big red candle right here was the height of the panic sell, which it looks like it's kind of calmed down. And one of the only reasons why it's calmed down is because now there's too many orders congested in GDAX, and people can't move their money around, which that's one of the reasons why I believe Bitcoin actually started to kind of turn weak over these last couple of days. I'm sitting on a 0.5 BTC transaction for like 2 days. I know people who are waiting 3-4 days for BTC to clear. The network is so bogged down right now, and network fees are so fucking high right now. It's like $20, $50 to send $100. So nobody wants to use Bitcoin right now. And these are new problems that are going to be introduced into the ecosystem now. And the high fees might become a new normal because of the simple size of the user base, right? So all that has to be kept in mind. So what we saw is, yeah, it completed the five-wave pattern just like normal, and we began the correction, and then we had a small little liquidation. Actually, two of them, if you want to count both these candles. Those are both 1 hour candles. So we had two small liquidation periods because of outside factors that normally don't play and weigh in on these charts, okay? Actually, I was set and ready all the way down to 15,000, which I think for the most part it's pretty much over with, but it might continue to go down. So, you know, you have to kind of cost average yourself down all the way into these other support zones, these trend zones, and be prepared for that. So right now, as we look, one big indicator that I always use, besides, because MACD is a lagging indicator, right? So it tells you what's already happened. But usually when we have lower lows, we're getting ready for a crossover on MACD. And what we can see here is I like using moving averages for basic indication. And so basic indication, besides reading candles, would be my yellow line here, which is the 55 line. So when the 55 line is on top, it usually means a bearish market. When the 55 line is on the bottom, it usually means a bullish market. Now, I'm using the 55, a 21, a 13, and an 8 or 9, okay? So that's what these four colors are: blue, purple, light blue, and yellow. All right, so right now yellow's on top, which still predominantly means bearish. Now you start to get more and more indication, and you start to get more and more idea of what's going on as you look at the different time zones. So in this one, this is a 30-minute chart. Each candle is 30 minutes. Okay, so again, I start to see like, okay, it's still looking bearish. If I zoom out again into the 1 hour, still bearish. And we're not looking, what we're actually waiting for is the crossover. So what I'm going to show you is the original crossover and what would have been the entry point for many different traders on Bitcoin Cash in just a second. But right now, what we see is this was the crossover period. Where's my pencil? Where'd he go? This was the crossover period right here. All right, let's change that to, do we get white? Yay. So this is when the 55 crossed over all the other EMAs. Oh. Go back to this. So if we zoom out, and what do you know? We're predominantly bearish now. Okay, so what we're waiting for is a crossover on the 55, and things will start looking bullish. And we use these secondary, we use volume, we use MACD, we use RSI to see if we're overbought, oversold, what the volume is looking like. There's a lot of sell volume still, and this is all backed up. The larger I zoom out, I'll start to see these, okay? I'll start to see these patterns emerge. And that's the things that, even if you're just getting into this for the first time, you need to start looking at, all right? That will help you make a smarter plan. Let me just get rid of that. I want to get rid of this box too. So that video I'll be dropping, but basically what I was talking about in that video and what I just started this with is, look, when you don't know where 5 is going to end yet, you have this projection in the future, but then when 5 completes, you should immediately bank on a correction ABC format or pattern happening next, all right? So let's go into Bcash here. And what chart I'm in the 1 hour? I think it's best in the 30-minute, but let me just look here. No. There it is. All right, so if we go back, my coffee's here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to just message my assistant. Yay! Rain season in Indonesia can be a real bitch. All right. Where was my entry point? Maybe it was smaller. What was I just looking at? I think it was right here. I think this was the entry point I was looking at. It didn't cross over all the emails. Now it's back here. There it is. All right. This right here. So we effectively see that right back here, the 55 crosses over and goes underneath, which is an indicator. Oops. Which is an indicator of a, now it wants to stay on that. It is an indication of divergence, okay? So we finished and completed this small little bear here, and then it immediately jumps bullish. So depending on your entry point would depend on how good you are at trading, right? There would have been a lot of people entering probably further back, but this is the first one that I spotted. This one right here being a small second spot. What we're looking for is we're looking for a few different factors. We're looking for a crossover on the 55. We're looking for a volume spike that was predominantly usually bigger than the last volume spike. Volume is these guys under here, okay? That's indicator number 2. What we're looking for also too is we're looking for the confirmation candles that we're looking for on the candlestick formation is candles to be laying across all the EMAs, all 4 of my EMAs, okay? Then we're looking for candles to be, in this case, in a bullish market, we're looking for the candles to be above. So what do we see? We see a crossover. We see a candle laying over all the EMAs. Then we see candles above, floating above the EMAs. It would be the exact opposite of everything I just mentioned outside the volume spike if it was a bearish market. So there's a ton of people who got in right here, okay? And then if you're not so good and maybe you're brand new at this, you might have gotten in here and entry points would have been all the way up here as we continue, okay? And entry points would have been all the way up. You see, we're still above all the EMAs. We're still above all the EMAs. And then here we are, the big crescendo that we just saw, which is, where did it peak at? The candle actually ended at 35.14, but the wick went all the way up to 35.92, trying to push 3600, okay? So those would have been all your entry points. This is a very basic strategy. You know, we cover the Bollinger Band strategy, which is a really quick in and out. That completely fails and falls flat on its ass in a market that is what we just saw just now and what we're still kind of in right now, because all the alts take a shit when Bitcoin fluctuates and is highly volatile for the most part. And they take ranging and varying times of rebound. Yeah. Bring it to daddy. They take varying times to kind of bounce back. So this is a great time for entry points for some of the alts, and it's an awful time. Oh, they gave me the wrong one. And it's an awful time for others. So I just get this open, guys. Hope you don't mind. Get a little sippy doing here. Okay, so most people, they don't know what's going on with this. This phone is really driving me nuts right now. They don't know what's going on with this, so they're just panicking, right? Panic doesn't do any good, and it's panic triggers me actually, because I fucking don't like it, and I would rather just people were resolute in what they were doing. And that how you get there and how you accomplish that is by having a plan and knowing to a degree what you're looking at, or being able to access people who know what they're looking at. So those would be the solutions that I can provide. And we can provide that immediately in the Discord, okay? So all of these would have been my entry points, all of these. And you see, look at this just beautiful pattern of the bulls driving up the price. Look at our wicks, mostly bullish wicks. Oh, pull out a little profit, push it up again, pull out a little profit. There's more resistance and uncertainty on this wave, okay? These little dojis are their indecision. There it is. And then we have more bulls pushing it up. Oh my gosh, no resistance, no resistance. Low pull out profit. Oh, let's push it up some more. This is literally like perfect succession as we float above the EMAs. Just look at this pattern, because this wave pattern that we see here is so rare to actually see. But on a scheduled pump, and this is where the conspiracy theory comes in, on a scheduled pump, you see that a lot. You see that coincidence a lot, okay? So, and then this is a pretty awesome formation right here. So this is literally a sell-off formation right here as we get a sell candle spreading across the EMAs, all four EMAs, and then another equal part buy candle hitting right next to it. And here we go. Here's the final little run up where we got our 3 nights, and then it just keeps going up. And then we again we're starting to face some resistance. Look at all this sell resistance here, sell resistance right here. So the market started saying, no, wait, what's going on here? And they started saying, well, no, we don't believe in 3,200. We don't believe in this price here. And so that's what started to create a lot of this resistance as they broke through 3,000, okay? So it looked like 3,000 itself, which is right here, was pretty widely accepted. There was very little resistance there. But as we get into 3,100 and 3,200, there's a lot more resistance. Does that make sense? So you could have actually still scheduled this out. You wouldn't have known it would have pumped so hard at these 2 entry points. You wouldn't have known that getting into it unless you knew somebody at GDAX that could tell you, like, hey, bro, like in 3 hours, we're going to launch Bitcoin Cash. And, you know, there's probably going to be this huge fucking run up because everybody right now is like, hey, what's going on with Bitcoin? It's kind of on the ropes a little bit, and it's heading towards a corrective period, which anybody who can do basic TA can do that and see that. So you got to assume that if people were trying to collaborate on this thing, then that's what they'd be doing, because they'd be able to see these basic patterns. But those would have been your entries on this huge run up, and you would have had no real way of knowing what was going on with it. But what you would do is the EMA strategy is pretty simple, just like the Bollinger Band strategy. All you do is you buy in at the crossover and you sell out when it starts to cross over the other way. So as these start to come back together and the 55 goes over the top of the other EMAs, that would indicate your sell-off point, okay? But I think a lot of people are already starting to sell off because they've seen such huge hyperbolic profit, okay? If we scroll that out, what did we go from? We went from 2,200, I mean, almost $1,000 gain for those that saw it coming, those that were ready in position, had their BTC, which was already fluctuating. What was that fluctuating? So that was at 12. What are you guys on? I don't know what, I think I'm on UTC on this time zone on TradingView. But anyways, this was today. So you could have seen this coming. You know, your BTC is just kind of hanging in there. You could have converted that to BCH or Bitcoin Cash, and you could have had this huge $1,000 run up. So for a lot of people, it was a really good day. And so for a lot of people, it's been a really, really shitty day though. All right. I want to keep going with this. And I want to pull up some more charts because this is going to become more common in these live streams. Sorry guys, but like I'm getting more into trading. It's turning into a primary focus in the community. And so this is where a lot of our joint focus needs to be. You need to be in control of your money. Okay. And this is an easy way to do it. So let's ignore the parabolic activity going on with BTC right now and just look at some basic charting. So the Mad Hatter strategy and the Bollinger Band strategy is fairly easy. We get an idea of what's going on in the market with our 1 hour, and we're predominantly sitting and hanging out in our 5 minute. And I want to show you this, this sweet sequence right here. So if we're just using the Bollinger Band strategy, then our entry would have been right in here. We would have had people entering all the way down into the bottom here, okay, at 4010. So 4,010 sats would have been the lowest of the low. And I don't know if those orders would have gotten filled, but you would have gotten filled at 4076. So the Bollinger Band strategy is pretty simple in that I don't think a lot of other guys use EMAs, but I do. So I use that as my confirmation. So if we go back to the simple strategy that I gave you and combine that with Bollinger Band strategy, here's what we're looking at. 55 is hot pink in this one, okay, in this chart. What do we see? We see a crossover, and we see them floating below the group, the whole group of EMAs. So that's indication that we're going to see bearish divergence. And so there would have been some people entering in up here if they weren't paying attention, and if they were just using the the EMA strategy, they would have been entering in up here. When we combine that with the Bollinger Band, what do we see? We see, okay, our EMAs are telling us that we're going bearish, and now we're starting to see it come down. You see all these pink candles? This would have been our buy-ins. And so people in the community started buying in on this. If they were watching this pair, which this, by the way, is Ripple, XRP to BTC, they would have been buying in right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. And then all we do is we ride it back up as it bounces off the upper Bollinger Band. So my blue and blue are Bollinger Band. Blue in the middle is the middle line of the Bollinger Bands. It's that simple. We literally just ride from the bottom to the top of the Bollinger Bands. And it doesn't work perfectly every time, but most times it does. And that strategy is fine all out there on its own. Is a very basic strategy. The second basic strategy is what I just gave you, which I'm going to shoot a solo video on this, which is the moving averages strategy, the crossover strategy. We literally are just getting in and out of the market based on the crossover. We had some basic candle reading into that. We can really take that to the next level. You stack the Bollinger Band on top of the moving average strategy, and all of a sudden you're looking a lot smarter. We look at order book volume happening over here, buy walls and sell walls coming in. That video is uploaded and on the channel as well. Justin and I dive into that. And we can start to look at volume here. This is the MACD actually at the bottom, which I don't use that on Binance because it's just really hard to read for me, and I just don't really like it. So I don't use the MACD when I'm on the Binance charts. And Binance isn't on TradingView yet. It's on Coinigy. But the problem is that when you're in trades, there's too much lag on Coinigy. So you're better off just having, this is the advanced chart that I've opened up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if we went back, and you can back test the strategy. Backtesting the strategy is just going back in time and saying, okay, is this true? Can I just continue to use this? Well, what do you know? We've got an 55, which is a hot pink line, crossing over, bearish divergence happening. Oh, and what do you know? We've got some candles that start hitting the lower Bollinger Band, getting all the way down to 41.67, and then we just ride that back up, 43.90. A nice, 200, clearing 200 sats on that little play right there. These are just quick scalp trades, in and out, all day long. And as long as we don't have huge market crises going on, we're not seeing these coins usually play ball. And even look at Ripple. Ripple right now with the big action that we just saw on Bitcoin and the big action we just saw on Bitcoin Cash, Ripple's still playing by the rules. They're not all going to do this, but a lot of them will. Let me see. Let me pull up a few other charts here. Let me see if any of them are really just ignoring that and tanking. Oh, there's a nice play I missed on IOTA. So here's a really nice entry point on IOTA right here. Let's let that. Oh, this one must be busy. So you get lag in the chart when there's a lot of people in this trading it right now, which is what we're going on right now, which is what's going on right now. So again, we see this Bollinger Band move here. If we were operating with our EMA strategy as well, it wouldn't have actually shown itself as an entry point. So if we wanted to ignore the EMA, we could, and we saw this happening, and we would have seen this playing out right in front of us. All this indecision on the screen, these little dojis, consolidation, and then yeah, it's too laggy. And then we would have saw this pop. And where's our exit? We still don't have our exit, but we would be in it right now at 26,861-ish. That's when we would have gotten into it, and we'd still be in this trade right now. Which, let me see if I can pull up. I got some BNB that I'm trying to push through, I think. Let me refresh and see if those got filled. Yeah, I'm trying to buy in, you see. Right now, I've got some open orders here at the bottom. Right? No. Oh, no, I already did buy those. Yeah, because it's, I think it's gone down since this. But yeah, I've got some open BNB pairs right now. I've got, what else do I got? I think I've still got Virgin Lend. I'm going to buy in some more on Lend because it's low right now. And then, I think that's it. Yeah. Let me look. What was my other one I had? No, that's it. And so another thing I want to bring up to your attention is that in your trading pairs, you have to make sure, if you were to swing out of your BTC into this, what would have to be your percentage to actually get a positive ROI? This is where it starts to get multiple layers of, I guess, math coming in, and that's where my head starts to spin because I hate math. But you need to figure these numbers out for yourself. If you get into this trade, you're not playing by the same rules because your BTC is down so much right now. So however long you might need to stay in this trade and be in this trade, would it be a loss? And if so, what is the now new percentage you have to gain on this coin and this pair you're about to jump into to cover the spread of what you just lost, right? Because you could just sit on the BTC till it goes back up, which it looks like it's already starting to head back up to a degree. What is this, the 1 hour? 1 hour, no. What's 5 minute looking like? Still bearish. So you gotta make sure that you've got those variables figured out for yourself so that you're still in a positive ROI in your trades and you're not just swinging out of this into that and needing a 20, 30, 50% gain and not recognizing that and losing money. I guess you would start to figure that out as BTC started to come back up and you calculated, then you would see that. What else was I going to show on I think that was it on the BTC case. He just posted this 30 minutes ago. I like Crypto Cred. I follow him on his BTC calls. I like it. Yeah. 15,000 is a huge support zone for BTC. Very, very big. You got to remember that, okay? There's some sweet spots in 15,000. Where's 15? 15's right in here. Look at this. Go back, look all the way to the left of my screen. This whole zone here. This here. 15,000 is a very big support zone, okay? So Does that cover kind of what just happened? Does that give you guys insight? Does that help? Holy shit, let me catch up on this. Let me wait for the chat. So yeah, Coinbase is on the ropes. It's throttled right now. It's going to keep going down and crashing. Which, like, these are all realities that you have to live through to understand and see. Okay, so we're in the middle of, let's say, a massive sell-off with Bitcoin. As all the exchanges start to crash, it all stops. And that can change a market too. Availability of executing trades will make a difference. Okay? So right now, and that can slow these things down. That can slow down like hyperbolic and parabolic activity. If the network's throttled down, if nobody can move their money, they can't convert it out, they can't execute trades, guess what? The whole thing slows down. Let me ask this. Everything I just covered, valuable, yes or no? Does it give you clarity, yes or no? Let me look at a different BCH pair, because you guys are saying that it's going up to 5,000, 6,000. What am I looking for? Do we have Coinbase on here? No, because it just got listed on Coinbase. So I won't be seeing that, but let's see what Kraken is. No, it's the same. Okay. 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 Yes, 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 basically. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. No, Michael says no. Michael, you asked above, like, hey, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I can't answer that for you. Like, you shouldn't be asking other people to tell you what to do either. Okay, cool. And that, like, also too, take a step back and just watch what's happening right now. There's so much FOMO because this is everybody that has no clue what's actually going on. Everybody who has no clue how to trade. That's not an insult. That's just a reality in this market. You got to understand that Coinbase is bringing in hundreds of thousands of new people every single week. Those people have heard about Bitcoin on TV. They want to get rich quick. Oh my God, I'm going to do it. Those people will lose their fucking ass. Mark my words right now. They're going to lose, and they're going to lose big. Let's remember one of the core realities here. The stock market has been around for 200 years. 90% of people still lose on the stock market. Crypto, that's what makes crypto so amazing / dangerous at the same time. The same people who lose their ass in the stock market have moved over and are going to lose their ass in crypto. But before then, they're going to probably look like a genius at least once or twice. Because they're going to have been in something that got crazy huge ROI, and they're going to be like, boom, I'm a genius. Right? The panic gets you nothing, serves you in no sort of way. The more you fuel panic, the more you fuel like that behavior that comes along with it, it'll just grow stronger and you'll grow weaker. Your decision-making abilities, your independence will grow weaker, and you'll rely on more people to make your decisions and make up your mind for you. Yeah, it's crazy. But here's the other side that I need you to hear. When this is going on, this is what you watch for entry points into other altcoins, into Bitcoin. So if you got in on Bitcoin Cash and you just sold out and you're sitting on a bunch of profit, great. Let's wait. Let's start watching some pairs and let's make some moves. Some great pairs to watch because this is parabolic activity. Some great pairs to watch right now would be any that have gotten the biggest loss in the last, if you can measure 6 or 12 hours, great. But it might even have tanked and be showing them as one of the biggest losers in the last 24-hour period. You can get all that data. Like, look, I'm in Binance right now. 24-hour change. Some of these, which have been tanked because of what's going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, might be showing up as some of the biggest losers when they're not. So that activity over here might have just flatlined an altcoin over here. And I could get in really, really low and just hold on and get a nice run up on it. Make sense? That's an important, viva la resistance. That's a great point. It's in this market, man, when the herd takes over and everybody is chiming the same thing and everybody's saying, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's dead. It's the end of Bitcoin. Blah, 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 blah. It's the end of the world. Like that can be a hard one to step outside of that circle and just say, no, I got my plan. Nope, I'm good. I got my plan. It's really hard to do that, especially if all of this is brand new to you. AK, my dude, you are late. You missed a lot, man. Okay, Crypto Bat says, please help me out. Not good at trading. In Bittrex, I have 0.11 BCC. I must withdraw to my wallet or just sell the BTC. No, that's what I'm saying. If you sell your BCC right now to a tanked low BTC, did you just win or lose? Most likely you just lost your ass. So what you would sell to hold on and store that value usually is US dollar Tether. Or you attempt to swing that into another pair, into another alt that's up, try and get it pushed over into ETH or something like that, and keep it moving. But for a lot of people right now, they're just going to hold on to BTC. Great time to buy. let me plug USI Tech. Great time to buy USI Tech right now. Why? Because the dollar value of BTC is down, but the BTC itself is still there. Go buy some packages. It's BTC in, BTC out. Now is probably the worst time to buy BitConnect, Hextra, DAV, anything that has to do with a US dollar-based value. It's the worst time to buy it because the value's down. Nobody's moderating. It's the self-moderating channel. Never Ends Productions. So here's what's going to start happening. I'm going to start doing trading sessions. We're going to start doing trading live together. I'm going to pop up on the stream. It can get a little boring, which is why I've avoided up until now. But I'll probably get more into it. And I think what we'll do is we'll start doing some trading together. When shit like this isn't happening, this isn't great trading environment to watch. When it's like a normal day, that's a great day to watch. And so let me just give you some more perspective because it's so hard to see it right now for a lot of you. And I think I've touched on a lot of really great points. If you can't see it right now emotionally, then take a step back. But what happened the last time Bitcoin Cash pumped? What happened? Do you remember? Were you in Bitcoin yet? Were you in crypto yet? The same thing happened. We had Roger and Craig, like go follow them on Twitter too. They got on it. They got everything pumping. They orchestrated this massive event where all the miners were going to jump over to Bitcoin Cash and they were just going to leave behind Bitcoin. One, it didn't work. Two, what can we also expect? There's going to be a pullback on Bitcoin Cash. There will be a correction on Bitcoin Cash. There always is. So if you're thinking, if you got in on Bitcoin Cash and you're thinking again, like, oh, I'll just keep, you know, what is that? I'll just keep rolling it forward. You know, I'm not going to sell out now. I was thinking of like the kind of gambler terminology. Let it ride. There it is. I'm going to let it ride. You might get caught in that bag, a nasty bag too, because Bitcoin Cash will continue to be artificially pumped. This is the second time now we've seen what I call an artificial pump. All right. Quick plug on Twitter. I follow only exchanges, only top TAs. Go ransack the people that I'm following. You know, like that's a great place to start. If you're brand new to all of this, maybe set up another Twitter or just deal with the fact that you're going to have now a feed filled with memes on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Yeah, go for it, because all of this information that you're getting, like right here, here's some more information on Bitcoin. We've got a ton of stuff going on with Bitcoin Cash. Look, here's him talking about what the fuck is going on. Vinny's a great one to follow. It's showing as $84.99 Bitcoin Cash in Coinbase right now. So whoever just asked that in the chat, yes, you're right. Just look. All of this. Boom, boom, boom. TA analysis, opinions, smart people. Great place to start. If you're not great at TA, if you don't even know what that stands for, that's where you start. Another place to go, what do we know? We come here to tradingview.com/ideas. Create a free account in TradingView. Come here. These guys here, all pro. Follow this guy, and the woman hasn't been posting a lot, so she's out of the top for this week. But this guy right here posts all the time. Look at how many followers he has. He has followers because he's usually right. He provides really, really good TA, technical analysis. And look, I got charts for everything. Here's XMR to BTC. And this is everything, even like standard markets. So you'll see like dollar, AUD to Japanese, USD to Japanese. So understand you'll see not just crypto on here. But yeah, you come on here and look. Panic selling. Some of these won't be that good. Like you look at the views in the comments. Some of these TAs aren't that good. You can compare a bunch of them together. But here we go. Here's one for Bitcoin, another one for Bitcoin. You could just come in here and get a lot of knowledge, a lot of information really, really quick. Okay. So that's another little hack. And I'm all about like hacking learning as much as possible. So you could just jump in there and learn from a lot of people who know a lot of stuff. Okay, so people are asking, hey, Jay, what's the giveaway for today? Well, I figure we might as well give away something, right? Usually do giveaways on these streams, but lately haven't, because I've just been getting so deep and having so much fun with trading. So let's do Hextra. A new high for the stream too, 280 people. Thank you, welcome. If you're here for the first time, check out other videos on the channel. There's a free Discord chat broken down into a shit ton of different channels. We have professional traders in there, people who have flipped stacks from $10,000 to over $100,000 in there now. That's probably a great place for you to join in. Probably a great place for you to get started. It's free to join, Discord chat. All the links you need are underneath the video, okay? But I'll link it to the Discord right now. So let's do Hextra. What I need, is I'm going to send out Hextra. Do I have some sitting there? Yeah. So how should I do it, guys? How should I do it today with the Hextra address? If you guys need any links, they're under the video. Also today, we got to talk about, today is the last day. Gosh, 30 minutes in and I forgot. Today's the last day for the day trading challenge. So if you've been following along, last Wednesday, we started the day trading challenge. The winner will get a 3-month Haas online trading bot license, the simple license, 3 months worth. It's like $1,000 value, right? And everybody in the community has been trading their ass off for the last week. The person with the biggest gain, that means you take all the winners, all the losers, what you're left with, that person who has the biggest gain will win the 3-month license. And I understand that right now it's kind of chaotic and there's a bunch of madness going on, but for everybody who's been following along for the contest, you need to start ending your trades now. Your trades need to be done and executed in the next 20 minutes. We will use this timestamp specifically. So 10 a.m. Singapore time zone, which is my time zone, all trades need to be closed out. and you need to submit your information by the end of the day today. It's Wednesday, the 20th today. So by the end of that calendar day, I need everything submitted to myself or Royal in the Discord, and we're going to pick a winner and announce the winner on Friday. The winner will win a 3-month simple license for Haas online trading software. Now, this is the perfect thing to talk about right now because all this emotion going on, right? And there's a ton of people on the stream probably pissed, man. They probably came here looking for answers on stuff. Hopefully you got some of them. But overall, what is the common theme here? Is that we're all emotional. We're emotional beings. A bot will help you eliminate a lot of those issues. If you're an emotional trader, if you get yourself into trouble by buying high, selling low all the time, maybe it's time to look into something like the HasBot. They're a sponsor of one of our series. We got one of their team in the Discord chat that's always in the community now, communicating with everybody. So maybe it's time to look into something like that to help offset and mitigate your risk. I don't know. Too soon? Cool. All right. So how should we do the... Nice. Everyone's plugging in Discord. See, I went a little hard on talking about it last live stream, and I think everybody just assumes that I'm trying to like shill this paid group or something. It's not paid. It's free and open. There's almost 2,000 people in it, and it's just a plethora of knowledge. You know, almost 2,000 people from all over the world, different experiences. Some people love ICO stuff. Bunch of guys love day trading. Bunch of people love high yield stuff and the lending program stuff like BitConnect. Like whatever you're into, you'll find answers and people who like the same shit as you. That I can guarantee you. So check it out. If you hate it, you can just bounce. You can just leave. Like just leave the server and it's done, right? All right, so back to it. I can't believe I forgot to announce about the contest. I was excited to get into and talk about the deeper psychological things going on with the pump that we're dealing with. All right, that's all. So hopefully you can stand a little bit of ADD on this one today. Michael says, I have no clue what I'm doing. Michael, please, brother, join the Discord chat. You'll get dumped into the general room. Just introduce yourself, reach out to myself in DM. It's Crypto J, same as here. We'll help you out. How soon till Bitcoin goes back up? I don't know, because it's still in a corrective period here, I believe. These charts are delayed that I'm looking at out of the corner of my eye. Cool. Thanks, guys, for plugging the Discord, because I think it sounds a little much maybe when I do it, but having other people jump in and say, hey, the Discord has changed my life. It's saved this. I made this much money. Love this, blah, blah, blah. I think that helps a lot. There we go. There we go. Another 10, 15 people have joined since I just mentioned. All right, so back to Hextra. Here's what I need. You need a Hextra address. And I'm going to pick people that I don't remember picking for Hextra. It won't let you in Discord. That's because it's phone verified now. So we're not allowing everybody to just join in. I'm going to grab Crypto Cruise. That's the first one I'm going to grab because I don't think I've sent you anything. Let me get you, bro. Discord, I hired the standards on it, I guess. So that way a bunch of people can't just join and spam the group. People tried to like join and just message people. So I'll send you 2 hex. Boom shaka. Did that work? Nope, not liking that address. It's weird how it does that sometimes. Let me just try and hard refresh. I have multiple monitors, which is what I'm looking at right now, in case you're wondering. That's a necessity in this game. I don't know what life was even like when I just had one monitor. It's not liking that address, Cruz. DM me. I'll hit you. Another one. Oh, I haven't hit you before. Meister. How do you pronounce your first name, bro? Is it just Rad? Enrad? Enrad Meister? Is that a real name? That's a badass real name if it is. You're on here all the time, bro. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support. All right. See if that one works. No, it's not liking that either. All right, let me try TJ. I'll try TJ and then, all right, so cool. Crypto Cruise already hit me. Let me try TJ. Nrad Meister, DM me, brother. I got you. I'll send you off some hex. Yeah, weird. It's not allowing any send out really, unless all those are wrong, which I highly doubt. TJ, hit me up in the Discord, and I got you, man. I don't want to keep taking up time on the chat here. All right, so that's it. Those are the 3 winners for today. Venomaniac, hey, welcome back, man. Cool, yeah, just Nrad, hit me up. TJ, hit me up in Discord, and I got you, man, after the stream. All right. Do I think it's safe to hold Verge and Tron right now? Dane, great question. How long do you want to hold it? I remember Tron had a run up just the other day. Verge, okay, so talking about the other indicators outside of chart indicators, here it is again. So I'm hoping you see a pattern here with at least my strategy and a lot of other people that I know their strategy. Verge is being pumped on a consistent basis by who? None other than John McAfee. So John McAfee is always talking about Verge now. So you can assume that, and actually we can almost footprint back every time he's talked about it now. There's a run up. He did an interview the other day where he talked about it. And then where's the, it's been a few days actually since he pumped Verge. But where are you? Where are you? SafeX. SafeX had a huge run up. And what do you know? It almost coincided perfectly with John McAfee, who's looked at as an authority, talking about SafeX. I just remember seeing a big run up. So some days it's like immediate. Some days it's like maybe 2-3 days later you see the pump. But you should assume that when you hear somebody that's looked at as an authority talking about something, it's going to have a minor fluctuation, if not a big one, on the market itself. That still actually works here. I know a lot of people are like, no way that actually is real and works. It's too big of a market. It can't be true, but it is. Here's what I was thinking of. December 13th, December 14th, right here you see on the screen. He pumped Verge, Monero, Zcash. Zcash, Monero really didn't do shit. Verge pumped pretty hard. I even got in on some Verge, some positions, and I'm still sitting on a longer hold for Verge. So I don't know how long you want to sit on that, but Verge, you're probably good for the next 30, 60 days. Here's where that assumption comes from. Here's where that comment comes from. Net neutrality, all of that just happened. Well, Verge is a privacy coin. John McAfee will keep talking about it. Guys, I've talked about this for the last 3 live streams now. Get some Verge. He'll keep pumping it. It will go up. So again, even if you didn't know TA, you didn't follow that stuff, just off of the pure speculation itself, probably get a little ROI on that. No guarantees, of course. All right, let me try and catch up on some of this chat. Nice. Tons of people joining the Discord. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joshua, finally on a live stream. Congrats. Yeah, I love, like, do you notice how 40 people just got off because they didn't get the freebie? That's a horrible way to live, man. Make a new plan. Like, being desperate is not a plan. Hope and prayer is not a plan. Execution is a plan. I like that a lot better. Now, I'm a spiritual person, so I'm not trying to dig into that piece of it, but hoping and praying, just, it's not enough. It's not enough of a plan. Who else has made a shitload of money off BCH? Tony Romero is asking. I would buy Tron just because I love the movie. Yeah, I agree. All right. Pump the dislikes. We only have 2 dislikes on this. Come on, we can get more dislikes. While I got you, do a quick like on the video. You guys know the routine if you're part of the community. There's always like this demonetization that happens on the live streams, and it takes away from the traffic and exposure we get. We've got this goal of 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We're almost at 9,300 now. and I want to get 2,000 people in a Discord chat by January. We're very close. And you can help by just simply clicking the like button, maybe placing a comment, sharing. Yeah, it helps. You've been here since the backward hat days of Jay. TJ, that's been a while. That's been a long time. It's been a long time. Okay, cool. 57 minutes. I think we covered everything. You guys got questions? So today, if you've been following along with just to summarize, if you've been following along with the day trading challenge for the Haas bot license, you're due up. You're done. The trades should all be closed now. It's 9:51 a.m. All trades closed. Start to submit the information to myself or Royal in the Discord chat, and Friday we'll announce the winner. So by today, you have through today to submit the info. Why do we get shit like this? Like, what are you doing? Oh man, I've really not watched Neo outside of on CoinMarketCap, so I'm not the best guy to ask for that. There's TAs that, like, most guys, they operate around the pairs that they like. There's very few people who are looking at all the coins all the time. So we all kind of cycle through like favorites. And Neo's not one of my favorites right now. I haven't been watching it at all, so I'm not the best guy to ask. Jay, currently trying to figure out either USI or Hashflare for some passive income in BTC. I am not familiar with Hashflare. I love USI, probably biased, but yeah, get started in USI. Join a Discord, reach out to Crypto Bait or Crypto Med, and they'll put you in a rotation. Okay, a couple of people saying don't buy Hashflare. I don't have it. Interesting. I don't know. Cool. Play. Love your videos. Awesome. Yes, somebody did just ask that, Bitcoin Cannon. That's why I removed him. People say some really strange stuff sometimes. Cool, man. Love the videos. That's great. You think they raised the price? Ripple on Coinbase? No. I like Ripple on Binance, Ripple on even Bittrex before I like Ripple on Coinbase. I need money, LOL. Ricky, start watching them alt pairs. Oh, great question. What's my USI Tech pack count at? Well, it's been kind of screwed up and like everything's delayed. So I stopped putting in orders because I put in 3 orders and they didn't get filled. So I'm at like 0.5 Bitcoin right now. But I should be over, like my pending orders puts me over 1,000 packs, but I only have 977 packs showing right now. So yeah, getting there. Remember, my goal was 1,000 by January 15th. So I think I should be able to hit 1,500 now by January 15th, because I'm just looking at how fast things are starting to move now. Somebody's asking in a Discord, where can I buy Verge? You can buy Verge, Bittrex, and Binance would be my 2 first options there. No. The USI username. I've talked about this a few times. I don't really want to get into the depths of it, but the username got changed somehow, and so it's jbrandon02 is my actual affiliate link. So the link that's under the video will take you to a page that's jbrandon02, and the username in the right-hand corner will say jbrandon0. That's not me that did that. All right, hold on. Let me try and see these. Long-term play USI. If you need income soon, then Hashflare. Okay. Hashflare is great, but just increase prices today. Okay, cool. A couple of people agreeing with that call, so good. Good to hear. when I last looked at Hashflare, I didn't even see how it was profitable. I'm kind of confused too. I don't know like what it is. Well, it's mining, so I know what it is. I don't know how it works. 1,000 packs is kind of like a really big mile marker for USI. Yeah, I agree. What's a great exchange to buy Ripple? Jennifer, amazing question. Bittrex.com or Binance.com. There's a link for Binance underneath the video. It's just cryptojunkies.info/binbin. Everybody in the Discord loves Binance, so it'll be hard to like get advice on Bittrex because I don't even think a lot of guys and girls trade on that, Jennifer. So Verge price. I'm holding on to Verge till, all right, hold on. Now you asked me a specific, I don't remember, but I got to know. What did I buy in Verge at? 282. So, oh, I'm holding Verge till north of 20 cents. It's at 6-ish cents now. I see that happening January, February. Yeah. Nice. Neil just bought 50 packs on USI with his BitConnect money. That's how you spread that out. I like that. Mitigate that risk. Okay, Dane, thank you for like posting that and asking me what I would suggest. Join the Discord. Reach out to me in DM, and I can get you into the channels that will help you. So there's a lot to learn from the mistake that just happened tonight. That's okay. Let's take and learn what we can from it and apply that to the future so we make smarter decisions, because that money can be made back. That's the beautiful thing. Bittrex with CoinCube, yep. Oh. What? Bait, you should have hit me up with that, bro. So USI Tech did a huge goof up and basically changed my affiliate link, and hundreds of people went and signed up under this guy who trolled my affiliate link, and apparently they're going to be able to fix it. That's really good news, because there's like hundreds of people that ask me questions as if they're under me and I can help, but a lot of times I can't. All right. Also, too, I want to make this clear. If you just bought in on Bitcoin and now like you lost a ton of value, sit on it. Stop, wait, sit on it. It will go back up. There's a high chance that you can recoup big chunks of that loss that just happened by just waiting. Let it settle down. Don't buy high, sell low. Please don't do that. That's very common because the fear takes over. Guilty Spark says, yeah, calm the fuck down. I agree. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to disappear tomorrow. So you're okay. Like, you're okay. Still breathing. Billy, I haven't bought in on BTC yet, but I will. Yep, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that, bud. I still like, my prediction hasn't changed. 20K by the end of the year for BTC. When you've been in the market a little bit longer, you start to see and get used to what just happened and what's going on. Okay, cool. Yeah, Coinbase, like, that's why you got to watch with Coinbase, you got to watch with GDAX. They will just bring in this circuit breaker or the site will just crash. Then what? So if your buy order is executed, the minute it's executed, put in a sell order. If your sell order only makes you 100, only makes you 1,000, it's okay. Don't focus on what you missed out on, because the site could crash and you lose it all. Goes right back down, or something like that happens, right? Still 244 people on the stream, man. It's crazy. BCH is a massive troll, and you got to start recognizing that if you haven't been paying attention. Follow Roger Ver, follow Dr. Craig Wright, they're the biggest shillers of Bitcoin Cash. Yes, Benny, this started mostly because Bitcoin Cash was just added to GDAX without really announcing it. It was announced on Twitter as they were doing it. Hey, Bitcoin Cash is now available. And what do you know? Like, just the bottom fell out. It's too far down. I don't want to do that. Oh, Dane is asking, where do I get into your Discord? All right. That is not a stupid question. That's a great question. There's the link. I just put it in the chat, and you can get in. Raining like crazy. I hope we don't lose power. Yeah, Derek, I love Roger Ver's passion for his product. Like, remove the emotion from it. The guy has insane passion for his product. His product is Bitcoin Cash. Like, I can't be mad at that. So when I say that he's shilling it, it's not like an insult. Wow, that's interesting. Bill Miller, chairman of Miller Value Partners, LLC, has revealed in a recent interview that Bitcoin holdings comprise approximately 50% of the assets of his MVP1 hedge fund. That's crazy. You got a lot of like new hedge fund experts, Bitcoin experts, but a lot of like old school guys are even getting into it. What would you use as a Coinbase alternative to withdraw from to your bank account? In America, there's really no alternative, man. Gemini. GEMINI.com. Gemini would work. What's my long-term view on Bitcoin Cash? I don't know if I have one. I'm just kind of following it right now. I'm trying to get my head around what they actually want. You know what I mean? What their actual plan is. Because the speeds, you know, they're claiming that the whole thing is the speeds, and that's the problem, and that's what they're going to fix. But there's other coins that are even better and faster transaction speeds than them. Litecoin, Dash. So, yeah, I don't know. And while everybody's focused on Bitcoin Cash, somebody else could just come up. ADA could come up. Litecoin could come up and just grab market share with actually doing, not talking about doing. What wallet do I like for transferring into ICOs? I kind of bounce around from quite a few and just go off of what's the cheapest a lot of times and still sends relatively quickly. What other altcoins am I looking at? Great question. I've got my eye on, I'm in Verge and I want to get more Verge. This is on Binance, by the way. Looking at ADA. I missed a couple small little windows in ADA, but I was waiting to see how it would behave to see if it was going to be affected by what just happened with BTC and BCH, but it's not. So I'm going to open up some new positions in ADA. And then I've got some BNB pairs running right now. Yeah, wow, I got in on some good prices on BNB. Did those fill? Trade history, open orders? Yeah. Dang. Yeah, okay. So I told you guys last night that I wanted to get in at like $5. I got in at $4.80, $4.90 on BNB. I'll hold that till $6. Coffee's starting to kick in. Whew. Pace it, Jay. What about ETN? That's Electronium. Last I heard yesterday is like 10 cents, back up to 10 cents. I'm holding that until $1. My first sell order on Cryptopia is set at $1, all the way up to I think $1.20, and I will sell off 40,000 positions there. Not positions, 40,000 coins. EOS, I have not been watching at all, Ricky. Yep, so a lot of love for Verge, ADA, ETN. Hash graph, I've never heard of. Bleak sand, so I don't know. Okay, so I got in a lot of my positions in Ripple at 24,000 sats. It's like, what, 69 cents right now? 60s, in the 60s? I would still get in. I'm holding Ripple, though. Let me explain this. I'm not just kind of getting in and out with Ripple. Yeah, there it is right there, 67 cents. I'm holding that through at least the second quarter of 2018. So it's buy time. It's buy time for Ripple. I'll wait until, like, look at that. It was at 4,000 sats just recently. I'd buy in at 4,000 sats. That would work. What is long-term and what is short-term? It depends on who you're asking. So short-term for some people could be like a day. Long-term could be like a week. You know, long-term for me is like is in the years still. How about Bankera? Bankera, I've slowly been increasing my positions. I think I have 60-something thousand coins. My goal is 100,000 coins. Still sitting there at 13 cents. A couple days a week, I just flip some money over there and convert it over and buy some Bankera. Bankera, I think, is going to be big in 2018 as well. That was an ICO recently. Oh, let's talk about Mint Builder. We're going to start to be talking more about and doing more training for Mint Builder. We're waiting for some changes to happen. And then as soon as that's done, we will be starting to do regular training. I'll do another video on the channel talking about that and the new direction we've got there. And then we've got some marketing in mind. So all the money that I make off of Mint, that my account gathers from cycling money, is going towards marketing, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I've got some help from the community, which is another reason why I did that. I'm doing that beta marketing hustle group, so that internally I can help grow really great marketers and people who are already great but can bring new perspective on marketing, and we can really, you know, continue to grow the community. Oh, Rampant. I didn't see that this was blocked out, bro. I don't know why that was blocked out. See, that's not a realistic frame. So let's start there. What'll happen to altcoins if BTC dies? I don't know what you mean by die. Like, I don't know how you define that. But I assume you're talking like it goes away. I think there would be a lot of writing on the wall before it actually happened. It just wouldn't instantly disappear. So there would be a lot of room, I would assume, to get out. I don't think it could just disappear. So what would happen to altcoins is, if BTC was gone, I would just assume more of them would step up in terms of volume, whether they were ready or not. Because as we just saw with the Ethereum network, the crypto kitties tanked the Ethereum network, which is great that they got that, because that's what I call a shit test. That's a bench test. Now they can make changes and beef it up. A lot of other altcoins would have to step up their tech to fill the gaps. But I don't really think BTC will die. It will fade in popularity due to fees, because it has to, but the value will continue to go up. It won't. It was never supposed to be the daily transaction coin, though, Rampant King. I want to make that clear. If you were, let's say when that day comes, if you were in an ICO where you, or anything where you had BTC tied up, then that would be gone, would be my assumption. Like, you would lose that money. And so, again, from an allocation standpoint of overall portfolio, let's divvy that up a little bit so that it wouldn't be a full loss. I hope that helps, man. Yep, Tom loves Bankera. A lot of people do, man. They got a huge following. Always putting out updates. I follow them on Twitter too, so you can ransack who I follow and get a lot of really top people, exchanges, and accounts to follow. ETN is trying to get a deal with Coinbase. I think that would be huge. It would be monumentally huge. People are making a killing mining ETN right now. Electronium. Guys, get in there if you got mining rigs. Doing really, really good. So everything, like if BTC crashed, everything would initially crash, I assume. Then it would start to pump back up. Salt is about to go parabolic. Okay. Where did you get ETN news? They have two things going on. Do they have a Twitter? I know they got a Telegram group. Do I follow them? No. What am I doing? Yeah, they do. I believe I follow them. Yeah, following. So a lot of it comes through their Twitter. So it's Electronium, just Twitter/Electronium. Go ahead and follow them, guys. And then they got a Telegram group. And that's where they push updates as well. So here's what they're talking about. Oh my gosh. This is smart, man. They're doing a change.org petition to petition them to get shown on. Oh, that's smart. Crowdsourcing the whole thing. Damn. That's huge. Why is this in Indo? Oh. That's big. If it does get on Coinbase, I would feel ashamed of selling out at $1. I would feel absolutely stupid at selling out for $1. Because it'll go to 20, 50, 100 if it gets onto an exchange like that. Bittrex, probably pretty similar. Okay, yeah. Jay, if stock market crashes, would cryptos go up big time? Hell yeah, they would. Probably to an unsustainable amount. Somebody says salt is about to go parabolic. Let me see something. What is this? Maybe it is going parabolic already. Salt is a lending coin, right? That would have been a great entry. Okay, so if we followed MACD crossover, that's when we knew something was about to shift, right here. Or not MACD, EMA crossover. Sorry. Was that 5 minute? And what do you know? The 55 is this yellow, bearish, and we are quite bearish. So what we would be looking for, isn't it's going to happen soon, is a convergence of all the EMAs and some sort of crossover happening maybe here, because these are 5 minute candles, so relatively quick candles. And then it'll go up, bullish. Yeah, it's a lend platform, Salt. Salt is like lend, right? You cannot find a good wallet that supports all altcoins. That's very true, because there isn't one. Salt lets you lock up your crypto for collateral for a loan, like Prosper. Okay, so Salt and Lend then are very similar coins. Lend is another one that I'm sitting on in Binance. It's another great coin to get into for, I don't know, January, February-ish hold. Can't sell you BCH right now. That's probably true. Sentiment Network token. I don't know what that is. Did you just spell it wrong? Okay, so the loan is paid back like a pawn shop, and you get your crypto back. Bitfinex does this. Bitfinex is a margin trading exchange. So you can put up your money that other people use in their margin accounts, and you get a small ROI on that every day. I don't know what the percentage is. I can't remember, but it's not that much. Cool. Any other questions for me? We got the contest. It's officially over for Haspot. It's already, just by running this contest, it's already brought in hundreds of more people into the boiler room. Like I'm looking into the boiler room right now, and there's probably 100 people in there. Wow. Yeah, and so it's bringing a ton of people into the community, a ton of people into the, because we have voice channels set up, which can get a little difficult to manage, but overall, there's a ton of people in there learning, executing trades, the excitement, the feelings, it's all going in there, man. It's all going. Outside of that, all the links you'll ever need are underneath the video. We have an ongoing discount right now with NordVPN. Get 3 years of NordVPN for $99. That's 77% off. If you're terrified of net neutrality and want to be able to access all the sites and all the exchanges still after that comes into effect, get that. If you want the Hasbot, you can get 20 to 30-ish% off with the coupon code CryptoJunkie. We got all kinds of special deals like that going on. Who is the most important person to follow on Twitter? I don't know. What do you mean? From what standpoint? Biggest influencer, best TA, best... I don't understand. The Discord link is not working. Should be. You got to join and verify your phone number. Rami says +1 for Nord. Yeah, they're everywhere. Just Google them and they're on every top review, top 3, top 5 every single time. Really easy to set up too. Ross, best VPN I've ever used. Perfect. Someone is going to jail from Coinbase. Left my ass off. I don't know. The Duff says NordVPN rocks. Will NordVPN be around in 3 years? They've been around for an ass load of time now, so I assume so, yeah. Crypto Rand on Twitter, Mac10, good call. He's a really good one to follow. So it's Crypto Rand, R-A-N-D. Where is he? Crypto Bull is okay. He kind of gets into shit talking though. Parabolic Trav, I like him a lot. His shit's good. Helps you stay focused and on track with the end goal. These are TA people that I'm going through. Who's the other one? Bitlord is okay. Same thing. He kind of gets into drama and overly talks shit for no reason. Luke Martin is good. Kazanomics, whatever that is, he's good. There was one more that he must not have posted. Hold on. Yeah, so here's Crypto Rand. That's what that looks like. Crypto Cred, he's another good one. Then I like this Crypto Ned. Where is he? There he is. This guy's good too. Crypto Ed NL. Good, give him a follow. And they be posting charts all day. All day, baby. Oh, cool. Crypto Cred also has a Telegram. What's a VPN? Hides your IP address so that you can visit all the sites that you want to visit still. Okay, thanks, Courtney. Cool. All right, let's end it there. Hour and a half, damn. I want to get back into trading. So we can continue the conversation in the Discord chat. If you haven't joined already, you're going to probably want to do that. It's a free group and a ton of people in there. Going to learn how to trade, going to learn how to build a better strategy, and I'll help out in any way that I possibly can. My time is pretty limited now because of how crazy everything is, but I'll try and do the best I can. Otherwise, there's a ton of people in the community that will absolutely be able to help you. And we will be back Friday, same place, same time, 9 a.m. Singapore time zone. We'll have some more fun, talk trading, maybe do some giveaways like today, and move forward as a group. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.